A very good afternoon. Welcome to my session, Hybrid Mesh Firewall. I know it's a very new term that's been introduced in our industry. So, sorry. The agenda for this particular session would be I'll start off with the definition, and then I'll talk about how it's deployed, where it's deployed, and then the conclusion with a couple of security use cases. All right? So I think I clicked the next slide by mistake, but if you guys did not notice it, I'd like to talk about a person in our life before I start off with the definition of hybrid mesh firewall. Someone who's very important in our life, whom we cannot really live without. Yeah, right. I didn't want to show that, but I just clicked the next slide. So yes, for a lot of us working women, the housemaid is very important in our life, right? The house is all messy, and once she comes and goes, it's all neat and tidy, and so peacefully you can start your day, correct? Even I love my maid. I mean, life is so easy with her. And, but my maid is an outsider. So I live in an apartment wherein I have a security guard who gives her a security clearance before she's allowed inside. But a question for you guys. Is this check enough? Yes? No? Maybe? Yes? Anybody saying no? Right. As a cybersecurity professional, I would say no. This security check is not enough. It's very important that I have some security measures in place in the form of locks, in the form of security cameras monitoring or all the time, or with a pet, maybe at home, or a human being monitoring her, right? So the same rule applies in enterprise network. Back in the olden days, our enterprise network was something like this. It was a very tightly controlled system. So most of the traffic was internal. And you just had a small chunk of traffic that was internet bound. So it was very easy for us to keep a security stack at this perimeter of your enterprise network to control all of this internet-bound traffic. But that's not the case anymore. Because now, we have an inverter traffic model. So most of the traffic now is internet-bound, right? And you cannot really have a security stack at the perimeter, because that's going to be a bottleneck. Now, why is most of the traffic, or why is our model now inverted? It's because users and applications are everywhere. So when you work remotely from home, you're coming from the internet. You're a remote user. Personal and mobile devices. So most of our enterprise applications, like your emails, your messenger services, they're all accessible from our phones, right? And then you have IoT devices, your security cameras, printers, they're all connected to the corporate network. And cloud applications. So a lot of organizations can have the whole infrastructure on the cloud, right? So, or it could be hybrid, wherein some of the database servers are present on-prem data center, and your application server could be sitting on the cloud. So because of this, your perimeter is evolving. You do not really have a well-defined perimeter with intranet and internet. And hence, our firewalling should also evolve to meet today's challenges. So earlier, we had a perimeter firewall sitting at the perimeter, right? But now it has to be everywhere, at every server, at every VM, at every flow. Because you cannot really trust lateral movements. Now, say there could be an inside employee who is compromised because maybe he clicked on a malicious email attachment, which he is not supposed to click on. Or there could be an internal employee with bad intentions. So you really cannot trust these internal movements. And even threat protection cannot be in the traditional way how we used to solve before, wherein we had well-defined signatures against which you can match. Because now you can have zero-day attacks that were never seen before, right? So how do you detect them? What do you do about them? And The traffic itself is 99% encrypted these days. So how are you going to look into this encrypted traffic? And also identity intelligence. It's not enough for you to give access to a user based on his username. You should give access to a user based on the reputation of that user as well. That's very important to consider. So all of this is nothing but your hybrid mesh firewall. So hybrid mesh firewall is not a single device which sits in a particular place in your enterprise network. It's a solution that is spread across all your operational domains. So how do we deploy this particular hybrid mesh firewall, or how is it done? So say you have a couple of some of your applications sitting on the public cloud. You could have some of your applications sitting in a private cloud in your data center. Or there could be an operational OT, an OT environment as well. And there could be a branch, and you have some, say, SaaS applications sitting on your cloud. So with hybrid mesh firewall, what you're doing is you first securing connectivity between your campus, your branch, and private cloud. Okay, so you have these perimeter firewalls or firewalls on your private cloud. They're taking care of that. And then you can also have secure connectivity from your campus to the SaaS applications, or from employees who are logging in remotely to your sensitive applications sitting in your private data center. And applying full stack security to your virtual private edge. So, when I say full stack, I mean everything: your intrusion prevention system, your web application firewall, your data loss prevention as well. And the fourth one, which is an interesting one, is your micro-segmentation. So here, you are applying security at the microservice level or at the switch port level. So you have two virtual machines connected to your switch. You're having firewalling in between them as well, because that's the level of security that we need today. Now, if you look at this figure, a lot of devices, right? Too many devices, too many things to look at. Now, say there is an issue, there are so many devices that you have to look at to troubleshoot. So is this going to be an administrative nightmare? Yes? No? Yes, right? Because it's a lot. But I would say with hybrid mesh firewall, it's not really a nightmare. Why? Because we have unified management. So all of these solutions that you saw in the previous slide are going to have a centralized management, which is sitting on the cloud. So you just onboard all your devices to this particular management platform. You deploy it. You do the configuration. You can also have a unified policy across different devices. You can also have a shared object across different devices. So what we have with hybrid mesh firewall is actually a happy admin. So moving to the security use cases with hybrid mesh firewall. So what are the different security use cases that we saw, right? One is layer 4, layer 7 zone-based segmentation. So over here, what you can do is you can have different zones for different, say, your internal users belong to one particular zone, your public-facing servers belong to one particular zone, and say, internal applications belong to another zone. So here, what you're doing is you are having granular control and visibility. And so, you can make sure that you have all the access control in place. The other use case security that you solve here is macro and micro segmentation. So macro is what I just spoke to you about, right? The zones. Micro segmentation is where you're giving just the amount of access that is needed for a particular application. So you're not giving access to the entire server. You're giving access only to that particular application sitting on your server. So that's your least privilege. And AI-driven security protection. Now, when you have a lot of microservices, right? As and when a new service is added, there are so many policies that you need to add, so many connectivity that has to be made. So all of this can be AI-driven. So your AI would know that, okay, this is the baseline or behavior, And as and when a new service is added, it will know what are the new policies that need to be added or what are the changes that need to be done to allow the required connection. So your agility is not sacrificed here. And the other one is perimeter firewall. So yes, I did tell you that perimeter firewall is like something that was a traditional approach, but you cannot really get away with it, right? You cannot really get away with a security guard at an apartment complex. So it's very much required. So perimeter firewall is here to block all your external threats. So there could be a command and control infiltration, there could be a denial of service attack. All of this is blocked by your perimeter firewall. And also with your perimeter firewall, you can have all of these compliance requirements met. Now say, from a particular country, your organization is told that there should be no traffic coming from this country, or there is this particular application that's completely blocked in your organization. So all of this is taken care by your perimeter firewall. And the other one is layer 4 switch fabric segmentation. So here, what you're doing is you're simplifying your network architecture by having segmentation at the hypervisor level, or at the switch level itself. So here, all your traffic doesn't have to go to a centralized firewall, check if it is allowed and then come back. All of this is happening at the fabric level itself. And the other one is AI model protection. So say it's a banking organization and you have an AI model for detecting, say, banking frauds. So with AI model protection, now this particular model is an intellectual property for this banking organization. So it's very important that it protects it. Now, when you protect an AI model, it's not the same like how you protect network traffic. It's very different. So you can have AI model protection here with all of these prompt injection attacks or model extraction attacks in place. And the final one is Cloud Edge. So say you have applications sitting on different clouds, on AWS, Google Cloud, Azure, etc. So if you don't really have to log into each cloud and do your configuration. So you can have a solution which is centralized, and you have a unified policy across all of these clouds. And that's nothing but your Cloud Edge. So it reduces your operational complexity and enhances threat visibility. So these are the security use cases that can be solved with hybrid mesh firewall. And I would like to conclude by saying that hybrid mesh firewall was a term coined by Gartner. And as per Gartner's definition, let's see what hybrid mesh firewall is. So it's a multi-deployment mode firewall, which includes all of these form factors, your hardware, virtual appliance, as well as cloud-based options. And it has a unified cloud management plane, which we just spoke about. And they are designed to support all the type of environments, your hybrid environments, and then it also should make sure that, you have your use cases solved with CI/CD pipeline and native cloud integrations, and it should also have advanced threat prevention capabilities for Internet of Things, as well as any sort of DNS, your domain name server-based attacks as well. So yes, this was it from my end on this particular lightning talk. I hope it's been helpful, and thank you.